What if the future of America's politics and economy revolves around Bitcoin? Elon Musk's New America Party is shaking up Washington, and Bitcoin is at the center of this political revolution. Could this be the game changer that finally pushes Bitcoin into the heart of US policy? From Elon Musk's bold new political party to Bitcoin's latest moves and what it means for markets, today is packed with breaking news and big ideas. Chapter 1. Elon Musk's America Party. Most of you have probably heard about Elon Musk's new political project, the America Party. This isn't just another party, it's a potential third force aimed at disrupting the traditional two-party system. And guess what? Bitcoin is right at the heart of this revolution. Donald Trump isn't thrilled. Over the weekend, Trump slammed Elon on Truth Social, calling him off the rails and blaming him for recent political chaos. Trump claims Musk's frustration comes from the removal of EV mandates, but we know there's more to it. Elon sees a chance to shake up the status quo and believes even just a handful of Senate and House seats for the America Party could tip the balance on critical legislation. Imagine this. Instead of the usual Republican versus Democrat showdown, a few America Party members could decide major votes. The big beautiful bill you've heard about only passed by a single vote. What if those seats had belonged to Elon's party instead? This political drama isn't great news for Tesla, though. Tesla's stock took an 8% hit as investors get nervous about Musk's political ambitions. But Elon doesn't seem to care about short-term stock prices. He's focused on bigger goals. Chapter 2. Bitcoin and the America Party. Here's the kicker. Elon Musk openly supports Bitcoin as part of his America Party vision. For years, Musk has been skeptical about fiat currencies, calling them trash, and warning that inflation will eventually crush their value. Recently, he told a follower that the America Party will embrace Bitcoin because fiat is hopeless. This is huge. For the first time in a long while, Elon has spoken openly about Bitcoin in a serious way, and he's tying it directly to his political ambitions. Think about that. In 2021, politicians avoided Bitcoin for fear of backlash. Now, it's a central topic in political strategy and economic policy. Bitcoin's gone from being the red-headed stepchild of finance to the rising star everyone talks about. If the America Party takes hold, Bitcoin could move from the fringes to the core of US economic policy. Chapter 3. Macro trends. Let's take a quick look at what's shaking the markets this week. The US stock market opened a bit weak. Tech stocks, especially Tesla, are dragging down the mood. Tesla dropped nearly 8%, and many believe Elon Musk's political activity is part of the reason. Every time he dives deeper into politics, Tesla's stock seems to fall. But it's not all bad. Some stocks are bouncing back, and experts think this dip might not last long. Still, uncertainty is the big issue, especially around trade. The US is warning countries to sign trade deals by August 1st or face new tariffs. Trump raised the heat even more, threatening a 10% tariff on countries that support the BRICS alliance. He says BRICS is anti-American. All of this is making investors nervous. That tension is also pushing some people toward Bitcoin. Unlike traditional money, Bitcoin isn't tied to any one country. It doesn't get caught up in politics or trade wars. For many, it's a safer bet when the world feels unstable. There are 4 major economic updates to watch this week. First is consumer credit. Americans borrowed almost $10 billion more in May, mostly through credit cards. This shows that many people are struggling to cover daily expenses and are relying on debt, which isn't a good sign for the economy. Next, we have the FOMC meeting minutes. This is where the Federal Reserve reveals what they discussed last time. Investors will be looking for any clues about possible interest rate cuts. If they seem ready to lower rates, markets, including crypto, could rise. If not, things might stay quiet. Third is the jobless claims report. It tells us how many people are filing for unemployment. If the number goes up, it could mean the job market is getting weaker. But if it stays low, it means things are still fairly stable. Last, and most exciting for crypto fans, is the digital asset tax policy hearing on July 9th. Lawmakers will talk about removing capital gains tax on crypto. If it happens, trading Bitcoin and other coins could get much easier, and that might lead to a big jump in crypto adoption. Together, these 4 events, growing debt, possible rate changes, employment data, and crypto tax reform, are creating a wave of uncertainty and opportunity. And in the middle of it all stands Bitcoin. As global systems shift and the financial world adapts, Bitcoin is no longer just a fringe topic. It's becoming part of the main story. Governments are talking about it, investors are buying it, and people everywhere are beginning to see it as a hedge against the chaos. So whether you're just getting started or already deep in the game, keep your eyes open. This week might be a turning point, not just for the markets, but for Bitcoin's place in America's future. Chapter 4. Growing Bitcoin Adoption. Despite the political chaos, the fundamentals for Bitcoin keep getting stronger. Banks like BBVA now offer Bitcoin and Ethereum trading directly through their apps. Many other banks are joining in, letting customers buy Bitcoin from branches and even recommending it to wealthy clients. Institutional buying continues to surge. Metaplanet recently bought 2,200 Bitcoin, bringing their total to over 15,500 coins. Their goal? 20,000 Bitcoin by 2027. And they're not alone. Companies like MicroStrategy, Ando, and Smarter Web are all loading up on Bitcoin, signaling huge confidence in its long-term value. This isn't just hype. It's a serious shift in how money is being moved, stored, and managed. And remember, Bitcoin ETFs have only been around for about a year. Imagine where we'll be in 5 or 10 years when this adoption matures. Chapter 5. Is Bitcoin ready to break out? Technically, Bitcoin looks ready to make a big move. Right now, the market is in a squeeze, a tight pattern in the Bollinger Bands that we haven't seen since February 2024, when Bitcoin was stuck around $40,000. In the past, these kinds of squeezes have often led to major price jumps. Last week, Bitcoin stayed between $106,000 and $110,000. We're slowly getting closer to breaking its all-time high and kicking off the next big bull run. Well-known analyst Tom Lee is still very positive on Bitcoin, although he's even more optimistic about Ethereum because of its connection to stablecoins. But it's important to note that most stablecoin transactions now happen on faster and cheaper blockchains like Solana or Tron, so Ethereum isn't the only option out there. The bottom line? Bitcoin is gaining strength, and a big move could happen soon. Chapter 6. The Future of Crypto Regulation and Legislation. Regulation remains a wild card. The upcoming hearing on digital asset taxes is especially important. Removing or reducing capital gains taxes on crypto could unleash a wave of new buyers and traders. Also, the Genius Bill, which has passed the Senate and may soon be voted on in the House, could further legitimize cryptocurrencies and tokenized assets. Meanwhile, companies like Ando are working with the SEC to get tokenized securities legalized in the US. This could open up new investment avenues and bring crypto deeper into mainstream finance. Chapter 7. Political and Market Implications. So, what does all this mean for you as a Bitcoin investor or crypto enthusiast? If Elon Musk's America Party gains traction, Bitcoin could become a core part of US economic policy, potentially driving wider adoption and more favorable regulations. Markets may react with volatility, especially Tesla shares. But the broader trend points to a future where crypto isn't just an investment, it's a pillar of the financial system. Political debates around debt, tariffs, and spending will keep fueling interest in Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation and fiat currency devaluation. And with institutions buying aggressively, Bitcoin's supply-demand imbalance is only going to grow, potentially pushing prices higher in the coming years. So, here's the big question for you. Will Elon Musk's America Party and its embrace of Bitcoin spark the political revolution America needs? Or is this just another bold experiment destined to fizzle out? And how will Bitcoin shape the future of money and power in the years ahead? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one, and I want to hear what you think about this crypto political shakeup. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more market updates, crypto news, and analysis. Stay strong, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.